Good afternoon. If you've gone out to vote lately and the lines seem longer than usual, you're not imagining things. Early voting is way up around Albuquerque. That is people waiting up to 45 minutes. News 13's Rebecca Atkins is live downtown at the early voting site at Lomas and 15th. Rebecca.
Well, Kim, this was the first early voter location to open. There's been a steady flow of people here throughout the day, but at other locations across the county, they've had lines out the door.
It's a nice day.
For early voting.
We got time.
But long lines led to long wait times for voters.
About 35 minutes or so, 40.
The Tramway and Montgomery location had nearly 60 people waiting in line just before lunch.
We came to avoid lines on Election Day, right?
But the lines
I was very surprised to see the line.
didn't stop voters from sticking around.
I wanted to vote early.
The Bernalillo County Clerk's Office says the large turnout has been unexpected.
We've seen a particularly high turnout this year.
Joey Keefe, a spokesperson for the Clerk's Office, says they're up more than 40% from the presidential election in 2012.
It's actually stayed pretty steady at that number, so I'm expecting in this early voting period, it'd be safe to say we'd have about 30,000 more voters.
He says they've had to send extra computers to check people in faster at one location, and
We've had to send some extra poll officials to deal with the long lines.
Keefe says they've seen more than 55,000 voters at the 19 early voting centers in the county.
It just goes to show that this is an important election for our nation.
Of course, early voting is becoming more and more popular in general because it's supposed to be quicker and more convenient. It could also be that a lot more voters have made up their minds earlier than usual. Either way, expect a wait if you're voting early.
Presidential elections, there's always a lot of passion, always a lot of energy.
And these early voting locations are open from 8 to 8. They will be closing on Saturday, November 5th. Ken, back to you.
Okay, thanks, Rebecca. Now for a list of all those early voting centers and for all voting centers that will be open on November 8th, Election Day, just head to our KRQE News app.